Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 price and also the prices with the Nintendo Switch 2 games. There seems to be a lot of confusion going around, so we're going to just set the record straight and say how much the Nintendo Switch 2 games cost, how much each one costs right now as far as what we know from Nintendo, and also what's going on with the upgrades as well. That's going to be the focus of this video. If you guys are interested in what's going on with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom when it comes to what's in the app and just the things that you can do with that upgrade, I do have a separate video on that, and that will be in the description below. And of course, if you guys end up enjoying this video, leaving a like really helps the video get pushed, and of course subscribe for more Nintendo Switch news, leaks, and rumors. So the Nintendo Switch 2 was finally revealed, and one of the big things that caused a giant controversy was the Nintendo Switch 2 price. I mean, there are a lot of people who don't exactly like the price, but it's not the worst price, at least for now, and we'll get to that as well. But the big controversy came when we saw the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 games. The game that everyone was focusing on was Mario Kart World. The number that was going around when it comes to people who are in the US was $90, and that was what a lot of people were running with. I think this is because there was so much information within the Nintendo Direct that all just got jumbled up, and a lot of misinformation was going around. To set the record straight, Mario Kart World will cost $80 when it comes to the United States. Now, to be clear, this is a price increase from previous games on the Nintendo Switch. Usually they either cost $60 or sometimes occasionally, like Tears of the Kingdom, cost $70. But just know, as a fact, at least right now, and we'll get to that part later, as far as we know, Mario Kart World will cost $80. And again, that's in the United States. Now, as far as euros go, it costs $74.99. Now, if you transfer that into US dollars, that's $96.62. That is more expensive than it is in the US. Now, when it comes to other games like the new Donkey Kong game, the price for that's gonna be $70 in the US. So that is still an increase over what we're usually used to when it comes to Nintendo Switch games. Now, the big thing that a lot of people are talking about and asking the big question is, why is the price increasing exactly? Especially when it comes to the console, because when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 in Japan, there is a Japan version that's $350 if you were to convert it into US dollars anyway. Now, there are a couple reasons for this, but I think the main reason why it's more expensive in the United States is tariffs. And this is a pretty recent development. We got some news on this. This is what GameStop said on their Twitter account, and it's an update from Nintendo according to them. An update from Nintendo. Pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will not start April 9th, 2025 in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th, 2025 is still unchanged. Now, there is another potential reason for any weird pricing that's going to happen now or in the future, and that's because the value of yen is very, very low right now. This is what IGN had to say on that. In Japan, it's releasing a Japanese language system for 49,980 yen, $333.22 in US currency, while its multi-language system runs 69,980 yen, $466 US dollars. They also say Nintendo's answer is to navigate the situation with two models. They are offering a substantially cheaper but price competitive 50,000 yen Nintendo Switch model that includes only Japanese language support. And if you notice, they didn't actually tell the price in the Nintendo Direct, and more than likely this was because of the recent news. They're watching how this tariff situation is playing out, and then they're just gonna go according to what that happens, or what happens with that, I mean. And more than likely what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna see another price increase on top of the $450 US dollars. So keep in mind that price may actually change in the future. Now, it could go lower as well as something happens, but more than likely, especially with these new tariffs, it's gonna increase. But as far as we know right now, it's $450. Now, there also seems to be some confusion when it comes to the upgrade packs of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild and other games that are getting those upgrades. One thing to know is that those two games, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you will get those free if you have the Nintendo Switch expansion pack. And if you don't, more than likely it's gonna cost somewhere between $10 and $15 to up. Another bit of news that came out recently is that after you do upgrade these games, it will still work on your original Nintendo Switch console. It's the extra features that can only be played on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, as far as the upgrade prices, at least in Japan, the Zelda Breath of the Wild upgrade price is 6,980 yen, which translates to about $10 in US dollars. In Zelda Breath of the Wild, that Nintendo Switch 2 edition upgrade is going to cost you 8,678 yen. So maybe about $15. And then when it comes to other games that maybe have more, we're probably going to have to be paying more. Now, when it comes to the physical editions of these games, especially when it comes to The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, in other games like, let's say, Metroid Prime Beyond, because that has a Switch 2 edition as well, when it comes to those upgrades, apparently there's a new rumor going around that it's actually not on the cartridge, it's a digital download. For those going the physical route, one question has been popping up. When you buy the physical game box, what exactly is inside? Do physical Switch 2 edition games include everything on the card, or is it another setup? We might have some insight on this thanks to Nintendo UK support rep. According to a Nintendo UK support rep, anyone who buys the physical Switch 2 edition games can expect to find a Switch 1 game cart inside. You'll have to make sure you've got room on your Switch 2 in order to download the enhanced version of the Switch 1 games. Now, of course, this is still a rumor. It could maybe not be true. This was just from some random UK support rep from Nintendo, so just keep that in mind. Now, another one of these misunderstandings that some people have, or some people maybe just don't know, is that the Zelda notes that comes with those upgrades is actually free. It doesn't cost any money to actually access Zelda notes. The only thing you actually need, from my understanding anyways, is an upgraded version of the games. That will get you access to Zelda notes because it is for the upgraded versions of the game. It's extra content that's put into the game. So let's say you don't have the Nintendo Switch Online service and you decided to buy the upgrade. You can still access Zelda notes and all of that extra content. It's not locked behind any sort of paywall unless you consider the upgraded paywall, which kind of it is. Again, if I'm wrong on that, tell me in the comment section below, but from my understanding, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. It even says in the trailer, and this is a direct quote from the actual trailer, a Nintendo Switch Online membership is not required to use Zelda notes. If you guys want a more breakdown of Zelda notes and all the stuff that we covered in this video as well, that's also in that video in a more in-depth and I think personally better way. That video actually turned out pretty well. Click the top right corner of this video. I also talk about the GameCube stuff as well. Make sure you tell me your thoughts on the prices in the comment section below. What do you think about the price increase, and what do you think Nintendo's gonna do? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. And if not, on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.